And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Texas Rangers and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starter, Yusei Kikuchi. How about a report on him, Chris?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Here's Marcus Semien. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Wow, first pitch of the night, and looks like the strike zone's a little small.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Line drive. Drops into the glove. And there's one away. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Corey Seager at the plate and takes high there. One out, base is empty. And that misses. And now 2-0.
2-0.
Foul ball there. Too high, and now it's 3-1.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Man at first with one gone. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. First offering, and it just misses. Kikuchi, a former All-Star, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Seager stands at first with one out. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Now one missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
There's a strike. 3-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And that one fouled off. And a pitch. And ball four, two aboard.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
2 on,
Jock
1
Peterson.
out. And now Jack Peterson. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. Fastball is outside.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one way inside. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Adolis Garcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Headed towards the corner. Trout on his horse. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Rangers nothing. Angels coming up. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Angel Stadium. And starting in this one, Jacob deGrom.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. Late swing fouled off.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And now batting, Mike Trout. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1.
Always fun watching deGrom go to work on the mound. He's so good, and as a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, he's got the honors to back it up. Won those awards in 2018 and 2019, becoming the first National League pitcher to go back-to-back since Clayton Kershaw. Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Two out, space is empty.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And now 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Lined into left center, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, first baseman
Nolan Shotwell, the next to hit.
Shotwell.
And first offering is fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Soler, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Second inning coming up from Anaheim. No score. Back in Anaheim, top of the second. Here's Josh
Third
Young.
baseman Josh Young.
Kikuchi back to work. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Just missed. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Swings and misses. Now 2-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever.
Full count.
Fergalicious.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Trout makes the play. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting seventh, center fielder Evan
Carter stepping in for the Rangers. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Right through there for a strike. Up and in, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Just missed.
Out.
Second inning here, no score. Foul ball. And a breaking ball misses outside. Got him looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-0.
Fastball is outside. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
Ball four,
and that's
take your
ball
base.
4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire
Batting
at bat.
right, catcher,
Now the
Jonah
catcher
Heim.
for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. There's a strike. Two outs. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
One and two.
This one in the dirt. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Rangers leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. And now the shortstop, Zach Neto. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 6, catcher.
Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
O'Hoppe.
That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fouled off. He was late. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That's down and in. Got him swinging.
Batting 7.
And now Yohan
third
Moncada.
baseman, Yohan Moncada.
First pitch
That's the
doesn't
ball.
find the zone.
1-0.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Two down, nobody on. That to right. Garcia heads after it. Brings it in for the third out. Nothing doing here this half. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. And we're back.
Leading
Now,
off for the
Marcus
Rangers,
Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. And there's a
That's the
ball.
ball.
Fought off foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. Ah, that hit him.
Check your base.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Seager stands
Now
in
batting,
now.
shortstop,
1 for 1 with a
Corey
single
Seager.
so far. The shortstop
Outside,
takes the
ball.
ball. Up and
Ball.
in. 2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Simeon on at first. Nobody out. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And that's in there at the knees.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there. That final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate.
Ball low.
In the dirt. Top of the 3rd, no score. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Now snap throw to first.
Hey,
Simeon
beat
back
it up.
in. Tap foul at the plate. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Peterson in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Breaking
One
ball
ball, one
inside. 1-1.
No, that missed.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
2 outs. And a 2-1 hammered but foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Adele sizing this one up, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. And a foul ball. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Just off the outside edge. And a count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Come on, Angels.
Joe Adele
That's
at the
ball.
plate now. That's ball one.
1-0.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
There's a 1-1. And that's through there for a strike. Out to center. Carter under it. 2 down.
Now batting. Left
Taylor
fielder,
Ward, the next to hit for the Angels.
Taylor
0
Ward.
for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off. That one hit to right. Garcia settles under it. Nabs it. And that is that. On to the fourth. Still scoreless. Back here at Angels
Leading off for
Stadium,
Texas,
on to the fourth.
right
In
fielder,
steps
Adolis
Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Garcia,
1-0.
a former Gold Glove winner, 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. The 1-0.
Generally,
1-1.
second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering
2-2.
misses down and away. Chases that one out of the zone, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Here's your 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Ball.
That's off the mark. Going to count 1 and 2.
1-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Caught him looking for the K.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. So 2 down now, and here is Evan Carter. In there at the knees for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
4th inning underway, no score.
1-1.
Fastball is outside.
2-1.
On the ground. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and they come away without an out.
First baseman, Jake Berger.
Go ahead run on base. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. First pitch misses. Just off the inside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Jonah Heim in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Carter off of first with 2 away. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
1st and 2nd, 2 outs. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. He's 0 for 1. And fouled off. 1st and 2nd, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And that one is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Hans Kraus appears to be getting loose. Suarez, a left-hander, also throwing. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back in Anaheim, bottom 4, here's Trout.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
I think it was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there, trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. A single his first time. Gloves it on the dive, throws from the seat of his pants, and very nicely done for the out.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
Nolan Shanuel digs in now. And that's
Nope,
off
ball.
the inside edge. And that
One
is
out.
ball one. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And makes the grab. That is the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3, and we are still scoreless. And we're back.
Leading
We
off
go to
with
the
the
top of the
Rangers,
fifth. Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Kikuchi back to work. That one misses. Ball one.
Well, these Rangers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Out towards left center. Adele moves under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Now it's Corey Seager. 1 for 2. That one not close. And that's ball one. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And it's gone. He'll circle the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Yusei Kikuchi done for the night, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher in the
Angels.
game for the Angels, Hans
Number
Kraus.
52.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
One out, base is empty. Next to hit, Wyatt Langford. He is struck out, and he is walked. And ball one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And another ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That one's in there. And a count 2-1. Swings through that.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean,
This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Base is empty, one away, and Jack Peterson stands in. 0 for 2 in this one. That one catches the corner for a strike. And the 0-1. And that one missing
1-1.
inside a sharp slider. Outside
Ball.
low. 2-1.
2-1.
Peterson just got a piece of it. Still only 1 out here in the inning. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Here's the third baseman, Josh Young.
Third baseman, Josh Young.
Inside, and that's ball 1. Peterson off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And misses inside. High fly ball down the left field line. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
So 2 on with 2 away. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And a foul ball. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's back and gone. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Hans Kraus won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
on the mound
Angels,
now, Ryan Zefferjon.
Number 56.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jake Berger. Right side. Trout settles under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. They had the long ball working 3 times for a total of 5 runs. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rangers 5 and the Angels nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto.
And that one sliced foul.
You know, these Angels just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
0-2.
That missed by a
One ball,
lot.
2 strikes.
And it's 1-2. Struck him out looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Logan O'Hoppe getting ready to hit. That's way outside. Ball 1. Just missed. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Moncada takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
1 ball, no strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Not close with that one. 2-2. And a good eye there. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Angels go quietly there. It's 5-0. Back here at Angel Stadium, top of the 6th inning. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. There's a strike. Action in the Angels bullpen. Jose Quijada, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Suarez also throwing. On the ground to the left. Moncada zips it to first. One up, one down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. One down, base is empty. That one's upstairs, ball one. And they'll do it again. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. In the dirt,
2-2.
now 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that one a little below the knees. 3-2 now.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Shanuel has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Rangers, shortstop, Corey Seager.
2 outs, base is empty. Corey Seager stepping in for the Rangers. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Wide throw, and it gets away. Around second now, going for 3.
Clearly that was a solid double all the way. Nice swing of the bat right there, but that just can't happen on defense. Getting the ball back into the infield. You've got to make a decent throw your infielders can handle. Just gave him an extra 90 feet for free.
Wyatt Langford will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Out towards right center field. And he'll play it on a bounce. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
Comes through with the RBI. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's Jack Peterson. 1 for 3. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now at the plate, Adolis Garcia. Just missed.
That missed. That's a ball.
Peterson stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Ripped towards third. Moncada tossed to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rangers 7 and the Angels nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Luis Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
There's a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That's in there. Next offering is down low.
2-2.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Here's Joe Adell. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Adell.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Ward batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Activity in the Rangers bullpen. Sean Armstrong preparing to come on if needed. Milner, the lefty, warming up as well. Man at first, 1 away. In the dirt.
Strike 2.
The Angels with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering upstairs. And delivers outside.
We got a full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
2 on with 1 out. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Ball 1 low.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Fouled off left side. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Garcia has this one sized up, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Angels, designated hitter, Jorge
So first and second with 2 outs.
Soler.
Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Rangers 7 and the Angels nothing. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Adele moves under it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Evan Carter.
Evan Carter, the next to hit. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Next pitch is outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stays alive. Tapped out in front of the plate. Fires to first in time.
Now batting, first baseman, Jake Berger.
2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. Base knock center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, catcher Jonah Heim.
Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch just misses. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Berger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Outside low. The count now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, right side. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. 1 left for Texas, but they're still in control. It's 7-0.
Now pitching for
We're
Texas.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
43.
Sean Armstrong.
Compared to some days,
Armstrong.
this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So
And
now the
leading
Angel
off for
cleanup
the
hitter,
Pillows,
Nolan
first
Shanuel.
baseman, Nolan shallow.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next one misses, and now it's even 1-1. And it's fouled away. That one not close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Just missed. The Rangers up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. One down, base is empty. Top of the zone for a called strike. Well struck right field. And it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. And he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
0-2.
That one missing inside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Up the middle. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Upstairs.
Ball, that's up.
And that is ball 1. And a strike on the outside edge. 2 outs with a runner at third. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs.
2-2.
In the air, left field, Langford makes the grab, and that is the third out of the inning. Angels strand 1. They continue to trail 7-0. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
Zephyr back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. That one ripped but foul. On the ground right side. He takes it on his own. First out in the top of the
Now
8th.
batting, shortstop Corey Seager.
So now it's Corey Seager.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
There's a strike. Way high with
1-1.
that one. And it's 1-1. One down, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2-2.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Up next for the Rangers.
2 outs, base is
left
empty.
fielder, Wyatt
Next up for
Langford.
Texas, Wyatt Langford. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. That clips the corner.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
That's
Ball,
a little
that's
bit
down.
low. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. This one in the air. And that is that. And the Rangers set down in order. And they hold a 7-0 lead. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis
Second
Rengifo.
baseman, Luis Rengifo.
To the right side. Berger steps on the bag, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the
Center
8th.
fielder, Joe Adell.
And now the center fielder, Joe Adell. Close
Nope,
one,
ball.
doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
The Halos with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Slice down the right side. Next offering
2-1.
way off the plate. There's a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2. Now one missed.
Count's full.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Left field. Langford makes the play. Out number 2.
Up next for the Angels. Left
Now
fielder,
the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Ward.
And first offering is fouled off. That one down the line. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That one's
1-2.
upstairs, ball one. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Just off the outside part of the plate. Slice to right, fair ball. Takes the turn, he's digging for second. Not in time, he's safe.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here's Mike Trout. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Ward at second with 2 down. And that's
1 ball,
outside.
1 strike.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And it stays fair. Ward around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. 2 outs, runner at first. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jorge Soler. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Next offering misses. Ball 2.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Carter makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, it's the Rangers 7 and the Angels 1. Back in Anaheim, we go to the 9th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Jock Peterson. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
At the plate, Adolis Garcia. That one catches the zone, and that is strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And there's the ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Young in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And that's in for a strike. The Rangers up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Line drive. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder, Evan
Now the
Carter.
Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ryan Zefferjohn departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
New
the
arm out of the
Angels.
bullpen, Jose
Number
Quijada.
65.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard,
Jose
he almost has to just put
Quijada.
that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So first and second with one man gone. Evan Carter now at the plate. Not even close there. Ball 1. And fires in a fastball at 95. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. That's too low, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 8-1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jake Berger.
One away, runners at first and third. Up next for the Rangers, Jake Berger. First pitch, and he just misses. In the air on the infield. Shanuel settles under it. Makes the grab. 2 down. So next to hit for Texas,
batting,
Jonah Heim.
Jonah Heim.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Clips the corner. Strike one. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Number 57, the left-hander, up and throwing. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Pitch misses there. And 1-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Ball.
Just missed.
3-1.
Up next for the Rangers, second baseman, Marcus
First and
Semien.
second, 2 down. Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Ward going back. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
Thought he's going to get to jog around the bases after it left the bat, but the left fielder said not today. Goes up and he brings that in. Exciting way to end the inning.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the
Now
ninth.
pitching
Luke
for
Jackson.
Texas.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle
77.
sometimes when they're called upon with big
Luke
leads
Jackson.
because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Shonowell leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1.
That one
1-1.
way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, that's too
a ball.
high. Check swing. He went. And the count is even, 2-2.
2-2's the count.
Good eye right there.
Count is full.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. And out of here. He nails one out to right. It's 9-2.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle and he won. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient and it paid off.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. First pitch misses. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of inning number 9. Ripped, but it curls foul. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Langford settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, third baseman, Yoan.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here comes Yoan Moncada. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. There's a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And it's even up.
That's a ball.
They're down to their final strike.
1 and 2's the count.
This could end it. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two outs. Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Ball. Full count.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to
Now
play off
batting,
some really
second
close
baseman,
pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his
Vs.
shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
On the ground, and this should do it. And that'll do it.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.